Welcome everyone. We are taking a night bus tour through New York City. I am using the Top View bus service, one of my favorite in the city, and we're gonna zip through from Manhattan to Brooklyn. So join me. I'm Ariel. You're watching Urbanist. We're starting right now close to Times Square. So our very first stop is going to be Times Square, and then we're gonna loop around towards the Manhattan Bridge ultimately. So hopefully we can get a little bit of the blue hour when we get to Manhattan Bridge, even though I think the sun has already set at this point. So people are waiting below, and welcome everyone. This is one of my favorite things to do. I recommend this in every single city you're in. The main reason, whether it's at night or during the day, because you'll end up seeing the entire city in one go, especially these night tours, because they tend to give you a lot of good run through the main touristy areas of any city. So maybe New York, or I've done it in Rome, I've did it in a few other cities. And today we're going to see a huge swath of New York sitting down, relaxed for an hour and a half, and you get a sense of the city. You also are able to orientate yourself as you explore the rest of the city. So this is my number one recommendation to do, especially if you're a first timer to a city, if you want to really get to know it quickly. Because once you get an overview of the city, then you'll be like, ooh, I want to visit that landmark. Ooh, I want to visit that landmark. Oh, that place is pretty far, but I might be interested. That place might be boring. So you start getting a sense of what you want to do. I hope you enjoy this bus tour. We're waiting for it to depart. So in this tour, feel free to ask me any questions whatsoever. I'm open to any questions about New York City. And let's have some fun. I've done this in, let me know if you see my bus tours in Rome or Naples before. Okay, the engine is starting. Oh, so excited. I am really excited. If you're excited, press that heart button. We are going on the double-decker bus tour. Big dog, this is so interesting. Yes, so it cost me $40. You can potentially find it for a little bit cheaper depending on how you get it. I got it directly on the site, and usually the site offers the best deal. You can buy from the official ticket agents. Now, beware. There are some scammers that are wearing red jackets that are not the official guys. Make sure they're using this logo. You see the logo in the back? It says Top View, and also on his arm, it says Top View. Make sure you buy from these guys if you buy in person. Otherwise, they are scammers. Don't buy from, if they don't have that official logo, don't buy from them. Hey Felix, you enjoy my tours? Oh, so glad. I stayed at the Paramount Hotel before. Oh, amazing, Nakisha. How was it? It's a gorgeous location. You're right by, in the middle of Broadway, basically. Right in front of Hamilton. What's the tour route? So, Jackie, I've actually done this before. For anyone who's been following me for a while on Facebook, you probably already seen this video before. The route is going to be generally through downtown Manhattan. It goes all the way to the Manhattan Bridge, and then it's going to zip around back through neighborhoods like SoHo and the east side of Manhattan, and back to this area. I live in the city and I've been waiting to do this, excited for this one. Oh, I'm so glad, Blake Lee. And are kids half price? Yes, they are. Kids are very half price, and it is very kid friendly. As we speak, there's a few here in the bus. How much was my ticket? It was $40. $40. Well, perfect night for a tour. I agree. I took actually the second bus. There was one bus before me, and it was very full, so you can see a lot of people are coming in. The cool thing is they have a new bus coming in every single 20 minutes. But if you really want to catch sunset, be sure you time it well. I think this is probably the latest you'll end up catching sunset So if you come here next month, it'll be a night tour. It won't be really a sunset tour. Yellow rope for social distancing. Yes, there is social distancing. Some families are sitting closer together, but there's social distancing. And here we're off. Oh my God, so excited, everyone. Let me know, press that heart button. Let me know if you're excited as well. I get giddy every time I get on these bus tours. My favorite pizzeria here in Midtown Manhattan is Pizzeria. And of course, one of my favorite Broadway shows, Hamilton at the Richard Rodgers Theater. It's not a megabus, very similar. Different companies called Top View. They're my favorite because they're a little bit less expensive and they don't have anyone talking in the front. Usually you have someone talking in the front. I actually don't like it. I rather enjoy the sights. What I recommend is taking these bus tours that are a little bit more bare bones when you're traveling to other cities, because you'll get more of a sense of the city rather than kind of just trying to pay attention to the history facts. And here we are, we're entering Times Square. I hope Broadway opens soon. Yeah, me too, big dog. I agree. What a nice tour, says Dwayne. Yeah, I agree. Hello, Hamilton. Seen you in a couple of years. Oh, cool. Enjoy. That's so awesome, Jackie. I remember you bought that black and white cookie. Oh, look at how well lit this is. Wow. Welcome to Times Square. Look at that. Can you hop on and off? Not for this one. During the day, yes. This is the night tour, and the night tour has no hop on, hop off. It's a 1 hour and a half tour. So brace yourselves. This is going to be 1 hour and a half. I hope you enjoy. Depending on traffic, of course. Okay, I gotta go widescreen for this, everyone. Boom. Look at that. Yeah, a lot of more people. Times Square is significantly more full than last week. And I see tourists. I see a lot of South Korean tourists. I'm not sure if they are starting to allow tourists in. This feels so cool. It's like, in the beginning of Home Alone 2, when Kevin McAllister is taking a taxi through the city, this is how I feel like. Same feeling. No CD hustlers on the bus. No, thankfully not. Lost. Any plans to tweak your iPhone screen? Ooh, what do you mean 4K? What do you mean? Wow. NYC is a vibe. I agree, Oscar. It is a vibe. 100% a vibe. Great way of putting it. That is a very New York way of saying it. 42nd Street, and we're catching a little bit of the sunset, so it's blue hour. Oh, 4K Wonder, 4K, you say iOS 14 allows you to customize widgets. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I haven't downloaded it yet. I can't wait to use it. A little bit more. Hello, Phyllis. Whoa. Hey, Jackie, you say, I did find the neon lights a bit overwhelming. Vermont doesn't have billboards. Yeah, I can imagine. I hope you found some peaceful places in New York, but yeah, I can imagine. It's the ticket price is $29. So if you buy from the guys, they might charge you like $32 plus tax, $34, $35. I bought it online, so they charged me an extra fee. So it was $40 in total. $40. Hey, Faima, you love sightseeing. Hello, Peggy from London, and then Heather from Scotland. Dwayne, I like the blue and copper color of dust. Me too. I love dust. Ooh, Empire State Building over there. Bryant Park, ladies and gentlemen. One of the most gorgeous parks in the entire world, in my opinion. It's right in the smack dab in the center of the city, surrounded by skyscrapers such as the Grace building here, curvy, and that's one Vanderbilt that soon is going to have a outdoor observation deck. A great place to hang out at night if you are in the city. Just hang out at night. Someone asked me, do they have seatbelts? No, they don't have seatbelts. Public bathrooms over here. I miss the sound of the taxi. No, no more taxis blasting their horns, says Bernie. Dwayne says, it's smoky in Edmonton because of the wildfires. Oh, Dwayne, I hope things get better. Jackie, I had a great time. Just took a while to get used to New York City energy again. And Bryant Park has the best public bathrooms. Yes, they do. Right down there. Nina says, wow. Yes, indeed. Wow. I agree. Looks beautiful. I wish I was there. Mercy, I'm glad I can at least bring you New York City virtually. Hope you get to visit soon. LED lights give the city a gentler touch. They do. They do. They do. It's jacket weather. Oh, yes, it is. I got my hoodie on and my jean jacket, so I'm double layered. Oh, wow. One Vanderbilt, one of the newest skyscrapers to join New York City's high-rises. And here we have the New York Public Library. A grand Beaux Arts structure made by Hastings and Carrere. Gorgeous building made out of Vermont marble. Super, super, super strong marble. So Jackie, that marble comes from your home state. Love your videos. I hope to visit one day, says Tracy. Oh, I hope you get to visit too. Hello, Mildred. I'm doing well. I used to eat Chipotle on your left. Zach, me too. That was my classic Chipotle spot. Zach, I have a lot of good memories of that Chipotle spot, so I'm glad you too as well. That Chipotle spot was like the hangout for me and my friends during college. And we used to like go to movie theaters and go Chipotle late at night. It was so much fun. That would make a cool photo with the skyscrapers and the blue sky. Yes, there we see the Chrysler Building, and we're going now through Fifth Avenue. I used to work at 42nd and 5th, says Angela. Tracy says, thank you for the amazing views. My pleasure. Nina says, was a druggy park before Giuliani? Yes, it was. Bryant Park was called Needle Park because there was a lot of heroin addicts. And look, right here. It's becoming more alive since quarantine. Oh, yes, significantly more alive. Oh, Jackie, yeah, adopted country. Oh, and they have the masks back on. So these two lions were originally supposed to be were supposed to be bison in order to represent more of America, but they decided against it. Have I done any travel upstate? Yes, I've done, oh, look at the sunset down there. I've done Sleepy Hollow and Tarrytown. That's basically it. I haven't done that much. Yeah, those are the only two places I've done upstate. Christine? Yes, I am on the bus, Christine. I'm on a bus tour. Top View is the company, and the ticket price is $40. The inside of the library is beautiful. Highly agree. You're so good to us. Thank you for the street. My pleasure, Jackie. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. Happy to bring New York City for you. Let me know how many people are tuning in right now. I can't see it because I'm using the special app. Try Bethel and Woodstock. Oh, maybe, Janice. Yeah, Woodstock does have a cool history. Town looks pretty dead, Ronald. Well, of course. We're still moving up. 109 on YouTube. Oh, cool. So 130, 140 people are on this bus. 188 on Facebook. Wow, a lot on Facebook. So 288 people are on this bus for the price of $40. I think that's a good deal, right? The Grand Empire State Building, built in 1931, rose from into the skies in only 1 year and a few weeks. Crazy fast structure being built. gorgeous views, the iconic symbol of New York City. Sleepy Hollow is more like Hudson Valley in upstate. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, it's not that upstate. That's the furthest I've done upstate in New York City. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Whoa. Hard to capture on camera. And street lights are passing so close. So this is Fifth Avenue. We're going downtown, southern, down. Here's a regular New York City bus. The nights are getting shorter. Oh yeah. Did I pass MoMA? No, MoMA's uptown. Here's K-Town. Probably one of the more vibrant places in this area of Manhattan at this time. K-Town. Great place to grab food. Lots of great Korean food. My friend Action Kid and Hirby Bar made an amazing video about K-Town. And I might too as well. Maybe we'll do a food tour. Sorry, days are getting shorter. Yeah, they are, Christine. It kind of sucks. I really love summer. I'm not the biggest fan of winter, so I miss summer already. Kelly from Brisbane. Oh, Kelly, haven't seen you in a while. Hope all is well. I'm doing very well. Such a clear night for this. Yes, it is such a beautiful, clear night today. What are the best spots for autumn foliage? Asks Adam. Great question. Number one is the Central Park Mall. It's the straightest path in Central Park, right in the center. I covered it yesterday. Check out that video. Number two would be, I would say go to, it's mostly at the parks. So you would have to go maybe to Riverside Park would be a very cool walk. Met Cloisters. Go to the Met Cloisters. That would be a great place for fall foliage. Gemma, you miss it so much. I love Blue Hour. Something special about it. I agree. It's gorgeous. Ooh.
Don't take off your net.
What building is that? It looks like a huge steamship hole coming towards the city. That's what Alfred Stieglitz said. What is the sales tax? Oh, gay. That is a very specific question. I don't know. Ticket price is $29. They charge for handling, service fee, and then they charge for taxes, for a total of $40. So 29 times 0.08. You can do the math. Flatiron Building. That is correct. And here we have the obelisk of General Worth. One of the three mysterious obelisks built by the Freemasons. They all make one single line on the map. Do people have places to grow small veggie gardens? Maybe parks system? Great question, US Militia. Yeah, that's happening more. I did actually an episode 2 weeks ago. Check it out in Prospect Heights. It's both on YouTube and Facebook. And I actually went to a urban garden. There's a few others. They're more prevalent in Brooklyn. This is one of my favorite places to go at night. And watch out. One of my favorite places to go at night, because look at these skyscrapers and that Golden Dome and the Empire State Building. Whoa. Hey Baku, thank you so much for the 200. I'm not sure what that is. Is it yen or is it rubies? Thank you so much. Do I see tourists? Yeah, there's a few. There's a few tourists from Queens. A few tourists from New Jersey as well. Probably 2 or 3 from Long Island. And I do see more South Korean tourists, so yeah, I'm not sure how they're getting in. Baku, thank you so much for the super chat and for chipping in for, it's rupees, and for chipping in to this broadcast for the ticket price. Is it hop on or hop off? No, this is the night tour. Just one ride. No hop on, no hop off. Only hopping on and only hop off at the end. Gemma, I live right outside New York City, Long Island. How long is the ride? 1 hour and a half. So we started 20 minutes ago. Christine, hello. Thank you for the stars. Hariklia, Gianos. Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate it. And JR, that's 275 US. Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the conversion. Where does it start end? So it starts and ends at the same place, 46th and 8th Avenue. 46th Street and 8th Avenue. That is the theater district, right by all the Broadway theaters. Saw your video on Jersey City. Pura vida. Oh, que bien, Mario. Where does the tour begin? 46th and 8th Avenue. 4K, I'll keep it at that. But feel free to ask me any questions about New York City or travel. You're good with the camera, good view. Oh, I'm so glad. Glad you enjoy my camera moving skills. So here we're passing through 5th Avenue and we're going to make our way to Washington Square Park. I love double-decker rides. Me too. It reminds me a lot of London. Of course, in London you can do it for the cheap price of a bus ticket. Here's a church featured in the film At the End of Lady Bird. It's also featured in a few other films. And the beautiful Where's the Empire State Building? Right there. Right there. That's the Empire State Building. You can barely see it. We're already past it. Lots of outdoor dining here, 5th Avenue. Are the 9/11 lights on? Only on 9/11. No, not right now. Only 9/11 was the only time. Yeah, we can't see the Empire State Building from this vantage point, but we're going to see the Freedom Tower. What was your major in college? Electrical engineering. I have a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, and I worked in tech and media. And I am a professional filmmaker. What if you have to go to the bathroom, says Chris? Well, you gotta hold it in. 1 hour and a half, I think, is a reasonable time. Be sure to go before you hop on the bus. Central Park, it doesn't exist, but the friend's house is actually one neighborhood down. I seem very knowledgeable. Yeah, U.S. militia. I've been doing videos for 4 years, and I love history. So I love history, and I've grown to love architecture and urban planning. And that's why I know so much about New York City, and I'm just a general history nerd, so I learn about history from all around the world. Where are your Christmas lights like? Dwayne, it's magnificent. If you want to see my videos on Facebook, search Urbanist Christmas, and it's just beautiful lights. There is, of course, good old Washington Square Park arch, and Washington Square Park is packed to the brim. There's so many people visiting it because it's now like a new hangout. So many restaurants are, it's getting too cold sometimes to eat outdoors, so I also almost got hit by a tree, so watch out for anyone who's tall. Dwayne, you love architecture and history too? Yeah, I assume a lot of people who watch my show either watch because they want to learn about New York City or watch because they just like history and architecture. Janice, I will watch my head. Do you have a copy of the AIA Guide of Architecture? No, I've checked it out, and frankly didn't capture my attention. It was too kind of it just didn't have too much spice to it. It's just very, very straightforward information. I love learning about architecture more by visiting the places, so I've learned it a lot by doing videos and learning from blogs and podcasts. But if you want a book that just has all the straight information about all the architecture, AIA Architecture Guide is a good place. Richard gives a whopping 10A. I'm not sure what A dollars is. Australian dollars, I think. Richard, thank you so much for your generous contributions. You've given so many contributions, so I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for sponsoring this video. So the people who have donated, super chatted, been patrons, etc. This videos are sponsored by you. You know what is missing, and I haven't seen anyone post it? New York City Museum Tour. Florin, I have a lot of them on Facebook. Just search the Urbanist and the name of the museum, and you'll see the cloisters. You'll see a little bit of the Met. You'll see a few other places. I've done many museums. I've done Brooklyn Museum as well, officially, twice. I've collaborated with them. We began at 46th and 8th Avenue, which is the theater district. 2 a.m. in Italy. Thank you for making me a ritual trip to New York. My pleasure, Paul B. I actually did this exact same type of bus tour at night, almost this time last year in Rome, and then later in Naples, and absolutely fell in love. Here we're in SoHo, but we're entering the cast iron buildings, the largest collection of cast iron buildings in the entire world. And right after Houston Street over here is good old SoHo. Can you get close up on the traffic signals? Okay, will do. Let's get as close as possible without crashing the camera into it. Let's see if we can do that. Wish me luck, everyone. Hello, Kelly from Australia. Nice to see you here. Welcome. Lots of Australians tuning in, I assume, because of the time. B, thank you so much for welcoming. Benji, welcome. Florin, the videos I posted on the museums were not so good quality because I did them on live video, and live video just started getting good quality just very recent. So I might go again. Just stay tuned. I have one of the Louvres though, so. Show street names. That's a bit difficult. Let's see if we can actually. Right there, we're passing by one. Yep, the Bowery. No, so right now we are on Broadway. Ralph, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate it. It's Prince at Broadway and Spring and Broadway. We're going southbound on Broadway. Southbound on Broadway, not Bowery. They sound very similar, but Broadway. Here's Zara. Time to display your stuntman camera skills. Okay, will do. Little Italy, we're close. I think we might pass it. I'm not entirely sure, but we're close. So if we pass it, I'll point out Little Italy. I'm goofy tonight. Oh, glad when people get goofy. There used to be a tour guide on the bus. What happened to it? Not this one, not this company. Top View doesn't have tour guides on the buses. There is a audio guide right here. Big Bus Tours has a tour guide, and they pay, and it's a little bit more expensive. I like Top View because I'd rather not have a tour guide. The tour guides generally just, I would be completely honest with all of you, generally on buses the tour guides are not that good. I've been on many bus tours when I've traveled with family when I was younger, and they've always bored me to death. So I generally don't like the tours with a guide on them. I'd rather just enjoy the views and then learn about the city as I walk around or visit places. And that's so romantic, says Arlene. Yeah, it is. Here is Canal Street, and here are all the men selling Supreme and Gucci, not Gucci, Gucci. And they're selling Louis Vuitton, not Louis Vuitton, Louis Vuitton. They're also selling, let's see, what else are they selling? They're selling Fendi, not Fendi, Fendi. And here's Canal Street. It used to be a canal, literally a canal. It drained a collect pond, which was one of the dirtiest bodies of water in New York's old New York. This way is west side, so we're going west side, this is west side, now we're going east. And traffic light, there we go. Got it. I couldn't high-five it, but maybe the next traffic light, I'll try to high-five it. Wow, the hustle. Yeah, indeed. Hello, LOL. Pick me a Rolex. Carl, you won't find a Rolex, but you will find a Rolex. So I hope you like Rolex if you want to buy from these guys. Benji, now, yeah, we're getting close to Bowery. I'll point it out if we pass by it. Chinatown, yeah. So Little Italy is coming up, so be sure, everyone, get ready. We're gonna pass Little Italy and Chinatown, and we're gonna see a little bit of the Bowery. So here is one of the few alleyways in New York City that's very famous on film. Lots of Law and Order episodes are shot there. Do you like eating falafel? Oh, I love falafel, Teresa. One of my favorite places. Mahmoud's Falafel is a classic in St. Mark's Place. And boom, there we go. I high-fived the light. And then I would recommend King of Falafel. King of Falafel is amazing. And they are a truck, and you can find them in Midtown East, 53rd Street. And then you can also find them in Astoria, Queens. King of Falafel. Oh, if continued straight, we would see 368 Studio, yes. So, a little bit, one more block down, Broadway. So if we were on Broadway, it would have been 368 Studios of Casey Neistat. And if you're a fan of Casey Neistat vlogs, they take place a lot in this area. That alleyway I showed, he's done a lot of vlogs in that alleyway and flown his drone and done crazy stuff. And there we go. Hit it. Oh, downtown Manhattan. Can you point out the locations that have been filmed in movies? Yes, as we pass by them, I'll point a few. Yeah, I think we'll pass by a few movie places. We're passing Little Italy. Whoa. You gotta dodge, you gotta watch your head. I'm 6 feet and I feel a little bit precarious. So if you're 6'2", 6'3", be careful. Here we have Little Italy. Cue the beautiful old school Frank Sinatra music or the Tony Bennett music. There's many movies that take place here. Let me know which ones have you seen? Which movies have taken place in Little Italy? There's a few that taken also place across the street in Chinatown. We see the Chinatown vendors. A small little movie I recommend that takes place in New York City that I think a lot of people haven't seen is actually a little French film called Chinese Puzzle. And it takes place mostly in Chinatown here in New York City. and it's French. It's a really interesting movie. Uh-oh. Jerry Valet, yes, Jerry Valet for some classic Italian music. Parts of Moonstruck take place in Italy, yeah. Pi takes place mostly in Chinatown, yeah, the Darren Aronofsky's Pi. B. Griffin, you have good taste in movies. You mentioned Stanley Kubrick before, you also mentioned Darren Aronofsky, amazing. And Chinatown, ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite neighborhoods, personally. Whoa. Trees. Do not stand on the bus. I totally wasn't standing. I just rose up the camera. Yeah. Hello, Daisy. I'd wear a hard hat if I ever take this bus as Jackie. Stanley Kubrick is a great director, I agree. If you watch enough of my live videos, you'll see the influence of Stanley Kubrick and Darren Aronofsky, especially Darren Aronofsky. Have a lot of influence. All right, brace yourself. So here's the Bowery. Lots of films also take place in the Bowery. Let me know if you know any. Whoa. And here we have the Grand Manhattan Bridge. The Manhattan Bridge, iconic bridge with the grand entrance, Beaux Art style. Looks like the Arc de Triomphe, kind of in the same vein as the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, France. Has two huge statues, one of them in the likeness of Audrey Munson, one of the first supermodels of New York. And get ready. Oh wow, okay. Hold on to your seatbelts. Well, actually, there's no seatbelts. The camera went crazy because it was looking for a seatbelt and couldn't find one. Because they thought Brooklyn Bridge would collapse. The Brooklyn Bridge, Brooklyn Bridge people were afraid that would collapse. It never. Oh, look at the moon! Oh my God! Oh wow! Look at that, everyone! What? What is this? What fairy tale land is this? I mean, I've lived here all my life, and god damn, this is a great view. Jonathan, the bus is doing just a night tour, so it's going started at 46th and 8th, and going back to 46th and 8th. From the theater district back to the theater district. Wow. The moon, we passed it very briefly. Oh, there it is again. Wow. I can almost touch the cables. Oh, that's so cool. Oh, wow. Whew. The FDR, the Brooklyn Bridge, downtown Manhattan, the crescent moon, oh, the Woolworth building. We're seeing so many icons of New York City. The Freedom Tower. Looks like you're in a roller coaster. It feels like I'm on a roller coaster. I'm holding on tight. Wow, what a view. What a view. I am astounded. You can see this view walking if you walk across the Manhattan Bridge. And oh shit. Whoa. Whew. Keep your hands inside. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No more hands outside. This is why you walk the Manhattan Bridge. Yep. B. Griffin. I agree. I agree. Wow. How much of the moon can you see? It's right down there. everyone. I would point it out, but what is that? Oh my god. Whew. And the Statue of Liberty there in the distance. Ooh. This is a bit scary. Dumbo right down there.
Yeah. Pretty, you see the banana moon? Yeah.
Speaking, that helicopter just came at the right time. Ooh. Whoa. Everyone, if the Manhattan Bridge could be made into a roller coaster, I think that would be a very smart idea. Jackie says, "Don't be scared." Oh no, don't worry. I'm exhilarated. It's that weird feeling of fear and exhilarating. Are you afraid of heights? No, I'm not. I'm partly being dramatic for all of you. Or so I say. Here's Dumbo. The BQE, and we still see the Blue Hour down there in the distance. Where am I from? Oh, Dumbo. Is this Dumbo? Yes, it is. 241 people tuning in on YouTube. Well, welcome. Press that like button. Like button on YouTube helps with more people tuning in. And on Facebook, feel free to share this with friends and family or Facebook groups. Great way to get more people on board. Maureen, you're crying. Oh, Maureen, I feel you. I feel you. This is just a wonderful, beautiful view. I'm glad I could share it to people all around the world, giving you a window to New York City from the comfort of your own phone. So you can know that it's all good. The world keeps on spinning. The cities keep on churning. The bus keeps on going. Is it getting colder? Oh, it is. It is. I am freezing. Even though I have layers, I am freezing. We are in Brooklyn, ladies and gentlemen, and people of all genders. Fort Greene to your left? Yeah, we have Fort Greene. Good idea, says Julio. Bed-Stuy is much further down. A lot of hotels now in this area. Welcome to Brooklyn, says Young. Yeah, indeed. Need gloves and earmuffs. I think I do. I think you do, especially if you're traveling here. Okay, I'm gonna put on my hat. Oof. Why the ropes on seats? Social distancing, James. They're being very responsible. So someone asked the name of this tour. The name of this tour is Top View. I'll put the link in the comments afterwards. Top View. This is not sponsored by them at all. I just enjoy this company. Top View Night Tour. So take the night tour from Top View Sightseeing. It's going to be 80 next week. Yeah, it is. Junior's Cheesecake. Oh yeah, JR. We're very close to Junior's Cheesecake. It's that cold. Oh yeah. It feels like going on winter. U.S. militia. Oh, I don't know those details. Oh, Second Amendment. No, I'd rather not discuss any current news or politics. I'm sure there's a lot of other channels that cover more of that in detail. Are there any tourists on the bus? Yes, tourists from Queens. Lots of tourists from Queens, lots of tourists from Long Island. But if you meet tourists from other places, abroad, I don't think so. Looking around, no one seems like they're from abroad. To be honest, it seems like a lot of people from Queens, from Brooklyn, from Long Island, from maybe New Jersey. It's a really interesting time to be a New Yorker because a lot of people don't do these touristy things because usually this would be packed with tourists that come from abroad or come from other states in the U.S. And it just doesn't feel kind of comfortable as a local to jump on because it's such a hassle with so many people. But since there's no tourists, New Yorkers have felt a little bit more free to go to these touristy sites. Empire State Building, I saw the same thing. I saw a lot of people from Queens. I can tell they're from Queens, from the Bronx, from Long Island. The Nasia, you don't do touristy things, but you will do now. Oh yeah, I hope you do. Enjoy it. Nice idea for a first date. Yes, it's cold, so be sure you know the weather, or instruct your date to wear very warm clothes. But it is a nice idea for a first date. I think you will blow her away, blow him away. Here is the mall. I forgot the name of this mall, but they have an Alamo Drafthouse in here. And it's one of my favorite movie theaters in New York City. Shedding a single tear from movie theaters, I miss it. What's the best tour to see New York City as a tourist? Adam, the one we're on right now. Junior's, the best cheesecake in the business. Classic cheesecake still makes them here. Been making cheesecakes for decades. This is the best bus tour to take. The Top View bus tour for $40. You end up paying. And it's Top View. Is Junior's open for business? It is. Here, not in Manhattan, only in Brooklyn. Have you seen Cash Cab? Oh, I briefly remember seeing it a little bit when I was little. Barclays Center is a little bit further up, about 5 more minutes down there. Maybe we'll pass by it. I wonder if we will. I think we will, actually. Carolyn, the bus, go to topview.com, 46 and 8, Times Square. Thanks for the great Jersey stream. My pleasure. City Points, thank you so much for reminding me, Danicia. Appreciate it. No tourism, nope. Very little tourism. I've seen a few tourists from abroad, mostly South Koreans. Maybe they allowed passage from South Korea again. And I'm not talking about Korean Americans. I've seen South Koreans from Korea. Can't really see BAM. Well, I think we'll see it soon, right here. Here's the BAM Tower. Right behind it, we have the Williamsburg Savings Bank. It looks like a particular organ, and everyone in New York City thinks so. And this is BAM, and then it hits you. It's the Brooklyn Arts and Music. The Brooklyn Academy of Music. First bus tour. Oh, my pleasure, cool breeze. I'm enjoying a very cool breeze over here. Bam. Would you say the tour is the same price now that there was no tourism? This particular one is. There are cheaper ones for the Circle Line. When you take the ferry tour around the island of Manhattan, they have discounts. This one is the same price as normal. Buy them online and you'll get the best price. Topview.com. Right here. Brooklyn Academy of Music. Beautiful building. It was at night. Hopefully when they reopen, they have great shows here. They have a movie theater as well, where they show indie movies. I saw Neil Gaiman here. Really great show where he did like spoken word storytelling. Here's a Tacombi, so after a show you can go grab some good tacos and horchata. What camera am I using? I'm using the iPhone Pro 11 Max 11. Ciao de Milano, Vittorio, bienvenidos. Benvenuti a Nueva York. Bienvenidos, Fiamma de Argentina, gracias por mirando. Have you been on a second level bus? This bus, they're not allowing anyone to stay on the first level, so it's only second level. Same thing with the night tour. The hop on, hop off during normal times, you can stay in the bottom. Are you going back now? Yes, we're turning back now. Is Spike Lee's studio nearby? Oh, I don't know where his studio's at, but he is from Fort Greene, which is this neighborhood. Look at this building. Oh wow, never noticed this one. It's also part of BAM. Es el bicodido que hiciste el otro día. Oh, qué bien que te gustó. Natalia, qué bien que te gustó. Demetrius from Greece, nice to see you here. Frank from Germany, nice to see you. Hello Jorge from Perú, bienvenidos. Estamos ahora en un tour, un recorrido por el autobús aquí en Nueva York. Gemma, it's 1:05 a.m. in UK. What is BAM? Brooklyn Academy of Music. And it is basically that's an academy, but also they have shows, they have a movie theater, they have many other awesome events, all related to music and the arts, and movies as well. For example, in their movie theater, I saw Baby Driver with a Q&A with Edgar Wright, and it was really awesome. How's Rosh Hashanah? Adam, I am not Jewish, so I don't celebrate it. So I don't know how it was, but my Jewish friend seems to have enjoyed it. Nice journey, it is. What's a famous steak place on Fulton? Ooh, I don't know, JR. I don't know if there's a famous steak place here in Brooklyn. There is one in Williamsburg. It's called Peter Luger. Classic steak place. It was one of the top 2 steak places along with Keen's. Guy Reister, thank you so much for the stars. If someone left stars or a PayPal, please let me know if I didn't say your name. Always happy to shout you out. Mo, this is wonderful. What a good idea. Thank you so much. And I saw It Follows, says Brianna, in BAM a few years ago. Ooh, that's a very scary movie. I saw that also in the movie theaters. It's probably one of the few movies that have lingered in the back of my mind for a few weeks. I kept looking behind my shoulder after seeing that movie. Would you mind try the ride bus? EJ, we're on the bus right now, but I have done videos on the bus. I'm getting hungry. Did you have dinner yet? Jackie, I did have dinner already. I'm getting hungry again, so I'm probably going to eat another meal after this tour. The bus is going back on the Manhattan Bridge. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, everyone, brace yourselves. Susie, yes, we are in Brooklyn. Junior's is right there. Raul, yeah, we're back to Manhattan. We're going back. This is Long Island University.
Yes, it is.
Stephanie, which one's 9D Kolb? I don't know which one's 9D Kolb, if you can point it out, but I'll show you the skyscrapers we can see here. Oh, Jackie, you're starving for me. Oh no. I hope you can put the phone down and maybe cook while we're live. We got about 40 minutes left. Courthouse on the left that trialed John Gotti. Oh, cool. Yeah, it's down there. Though I think we can't see it. Does New York City have congestion pricing? I don't think so, Adam. It's not like London. No. They've been wanting to implement it, but there's a lot of pushback. A lot of people don't want to implement congestion pricing at all. Amazing, nice work, Ariel. Yeah, my pleasure. It's called decal. Ooh, I'm not sure. Is it called decalb or decalb? I think people say decalb. Decalb. Laureen, thank you so much for the PayPal. Thank you for today's New Jersey tour, says Laureen, and for this special evening bus tour. So Laureen just gave a generous PayPal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm gonna pick your comment. Oh, it's too shaky. Okay, it's too shaky, but thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate it. I mean, for the PayPal. Okay, everyone, we're about to go back to the Manhattan Bridge, so brace yourselves. Feel free if you have any questions about New York City. Are you ready? Bronson, I'm not sure what you're referring to. HNTLNV. HN says you can always count on someone blowing horns in New York. Oh, yes, you can. Even though you can get fined, people still blow horns anyway. Oh, here they are. So these are they replaced the statues. They used to have the original statues, and now they made some new light up statues. These two statues are in the likeness of Audrey Munson, who I mentioned her many times before. Basically, any sculpture that you see of an allegorical woman in New York City is in the likeness of Audrey Munson, who is one of the very first supermodels in American culture from the early 1900s. She tried a career in silent film, failed, unfortunately. I need a hot drink. Oh, yeah. Can't wait for a hot drink. Gotta have some tea with apple cider vinegar when I get home. Persevere. Thank you so much for tuning in. Well, the more you know, says Brianna. Oh, yeah, the more you know. That's the beauty of exploration in the urban environment. I live in Phoenix, and it's so different from what I'm seeing now. Bye-bye, my beloved Brooklyn. Yeah, everyone say goodbye to Brooklyn. We're going now back to Manhattan. All tourists in the bus? No, Roberto, a lot of locals here. I don't think I see any people from abroad here necessarily. A lot of locals. I think everyone here is a local. Of course, you know, people come from all around the world here in New York City, but people who live here. Jesus, my channel's from Puerto Rico, and Jesús, gracias por mirando, Jesús. De Puerto Rico, me encanta ese país. Mi familia es de Puerto Rico. Building a bridge beginning. Ooh, what does JR says? Building a bridge in the beginning was first all concrete building built in 1906. ¿Cómo está la pandemia aquí, Lucas? ¿Se está mejorando aquí la cosa con la pandemia? Ojalá se ponga la cosa mejor, no se sabe todavía, pero personas se están diciendo más cómodo. Here, people are feeling more comfortable, and things are getting better in terms of the pandemic. Yeah, Sue, I love honey with apple cider vinegar. You mix it in with water. Ooh, it's delicious. Delicious. Hot water. It's amazing. Absolutely love it. Wow. The man's comb over is ruined. Right there we see Midtown Manhattan. We see the Williamsburg Bridge. We see Dumbo. We see the beautiful crescent moon right by. Ronson, I don't discuss politics or current news. Unless if it's related to travel, so no. Wow, look at that. It's hard to show you everything, so I'm just going to continue panning. Do you know the history of Tudor City? I love Tudor City, great area of Manhattan. I've done the video on it many times on Facebook. So it's Tudor City Urbanist. And yeah, I've done the tour of it in depth. Wise to wear a hoodie, oh yes. How much is the tour? I paid $40. $29 is the ticket price plus service fee and taxes. The dangerous Manhattan Bridge. Oh yes it is, and we're going very slow on the Manhattan Bridge. Oh my God. Oh wow. $400+ million have spent in order to fortify the Manhattan Bridge in the past few decades, and look at that sound. That does not sound good. Here is the FDR. One hour and a half, persevere, is the tour. Natalia es espectacular. Natalia says it's spectacular. Oh, sí, una vista preciosa aquí. Cada vez que yo vengo aquí es como magia. Siempre me sorprendo y siempre estoy tan emocionado just mirando esta vista. I'm always so blown away when I see this beautiful view. How do you retain all this info? Says Brianna. Asks Brianna. I only really learn about what I really enjoy, so that's how I retain info. Is just because I just really connect with it on deep interest level. I'm just passionate about learning certain things about history, so that's why I retain certain things. Though I must admit, I'm not the best in exact dates. I'm not the best sometimes in exact names, but I do love, many things. Architecture, the general history, the stories, the anecdotes. There's a lot of things I enjoy. What's my favorite skyscraper? Great question. My favorite skyscraper, in my opinion, is the Chrysler Building. It's kind of the coolest building in New York City, in my opinion. And I absolutely love it. Well, let me know, what's your favorite skyscraper? It's all stored on Google, JR. Well, JR, I actually don't carry a phone and read from Wikipedia on my videos. So no, I'm not. I'm not holding anything. Oh, camera malfunction. I'm not holding anything, so I'm only holding my camera and just telling you stuff off the top of my head. But of course I do my research, and that's how I know it. Bernard, hello. This is a beautiful drive. Have you driven by Urban Moving Systems? No, not yet. And someone left a super chat. Let me see who it was. HN, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. So HN and Laureen, two people left the super chat and the PayPal. Thank you so much. If you're enjoying this tour, I'll put this only once and once only. Feel free to contribute. And we're passing through Chinatown, deep Chinatown. And this is Canal Street. So here are all the buses. This is like the bus depot of Chinatown. And through here, a lot of Chinese come from the mainland and they talk to the various associations. There's two main associations here in Chinatown. They're called the benevolent associations, and they connect them with restaurants all around the country. And or to start a restaurant in a small town. So they take buses to every single little town all around the US. They have a massive bus system. And that's how you have a Chinese restaurant in every single tiny town all around America. There's more Chinese restaurants than McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's combined. And that area, I just point the camera, that was where all the buses start from. Bernal, yes, YouTube takes 30%, so whatever is comfortable for anyone, but PayPal is the best way. It only takes a few cents off, and that's it. So PayPal goes the most directly to this show, so I can keep showing you more stuff. Does this tour go through every borough except Staten Island? Jackie, like most things in the life of a New York tourist, it also excludes Staten Island. This night tour only passes through two boroughs, Manhattan and Brooklyn. But there is a hop on, hop off, offers services to the Bronx and Queens. Don't know, we encountered the salt shed in the previous stream about a week ago. Yes, we did, B. And what part of Puerto Rico is my family from? Guaynabo y Rio Piedras, Jesus. So cerca de San Juan. Now we're passing through the Bowery. I know someone was very excited on the Bowery. Is there a host to this tour? Nope. I'm the host for this tour. I've taken over. Not Top View. Top View doesn't offer guides. Big Bus Tours does. And here's the Lower East Side. Lower East Side is popping, like always. Very great place for late night bites. Here's a famous Chinese restaurant, Kongi. Very big plates that have massive tables. And this is Delancey Street, leads straight to the Williamsburg Bridge. Is Staten Island like Aunt Peggy? Yes, Staten Island is like Aunt Peggy. Basically, that's a great way of putting it. Raul, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. Another sponsor of this broadcast. Raul, Lorene, we have a few others. HN, a few others. Ariel, do not stand up, says Cynthia. I won't. Stephanie says I should get in front and start commenting. That would be funny. It would be funny. But I like sitting. It's nice to sit. Jackie says I'm like Aunt Peggy and proud of her. Cool. Yeah, Aunt Peggy is a cool character. You know, the actress who originally played Peggy is married now to Anthony Ramos, the original actor who played Lawrence and Alexander Hamilton's son. Persevere on Peggy, and it's and Peggy, A-N-D. Jackie's making a reference to the Hamilton musical, where in the show there are three sisters called the Schuyler sisters, based on real people. However, only Angelica and Eliza Schuyler end up getting the spotlight because they're the ones who are important in Alexander Hamilton's life. And Peggy, no one really cares about her, at least in terms of history. She is not really of any importance. And in the show, they kind of make fun of that. Susan, what am I watching these days? Susan, I am addicted to Jane Austen movies. I've been addicted to Jane Austen. So I watched Pride and Prejudice the other day and blew me away. So I've been addicted to Jane Austen movies. If anyone knows a good Jane Austen movie, let me know in the comments. Jackie, now I made you explain my comment. No worries. I love explaining jokes. This is live video. People are coming here from all around the world. It's nice to kind of explain sometimes humor, because if you're a foreigner or not aware with certain pop culture references, sometimes it's nice to be in the loop. So it's my pleasure to explain a joke. Linda, haven't seen you in a while. Welcome. You're not too late. You still got about 30 minutes of tour left. And now we're passing through the East Village, one of my favorite neighborhoods in all of New York City. Cynthia, you recommend Sense and Sensibility. I actually started watching that last night. Yep, by Ang Lee. Can't wait to watch the rest. Oh, the Indian restaurants took away they took away the Christmas lights. Do I like My Cousin Vinny? I haven't seen My Cousin Vinny in a while. When I saw it, I think 15 years ago, I enjoyed it. Sue, you live near Jane Austen's house. Oh, that's so cool. I can't wait to go and see Jane Austen's house. Here's the other bus tour. Oh, this is a private one, so they're chartering it. So you can charter it. You can reserve it for a party. And East Village is popping. Look at that. Lots of restaurants, lots of life here in the East Village. The best place you can come here during the pandemic is the East Village, especially for food at night and drink. Phyllis, my favorite Jane Austen movies are Persuasion and Mansfield Park. Oh, Mansfield Park is Jane Austen. Oh, I gotta check that out. Persuasion as well. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed those. I love the way she writes. What happened to original Ray's Pizza, JR? Well, there were too many Rays. And when you have too many Rays, soon the shadow will overtake them, and they've been shrouded in darkness ever since. Hence, the Rays are no more. Now, there's too many Joes. But in all seriousness, Ray's Pizza was never really that good. Let's be honest. All the Rays were not that good. I love the East Village ambiance and night. Something special about the city. Now that everyone's dining outdoors, even though it's freezing cold, maybe a little bit of cocktails will do good. Yeah, original Rays never really was that original. Great way of putting it. Janice, great way of putting it. Oh, one of my favorite hookah bars. Oh, I'm surprised that they're open. Glad to see people out and about. Me too. Me too. It's 59 degrees. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the ride. Julio, my pleasure. 11.5K. Yeah, I've grown very quickly. I have 11.5K. What are your plans for the night, Fiamma? Tonight is going to be a quiet night for me. It's going to be some tea, some good honey and lemon tea, maybe a honey and apple cider vinegar tea. A nice meal and enjoying a good Jane Austen movie. Because I'm getting ready to wake up tomorrow and do some work. Aside from making these videos, I also am a freelance filmmaker, so I offer videography and editing, and I'm doing editing tomorrow. Hit that like button, yes. B. 14th Street? Are the restaurants still operating at reduced capacity? Not out. Yes, in a way. They're only operating outdoors. I think very, very few places have allowed some indoors, but basically indoors is still not a thing yet. And the hot shower. Oh yeah. Do I have a bathtub? I do, but I always shower personally. Here's Peter Cooper Village. Not really much to see at night, but come here during the daytime. Very beautiful area. Well, great neighborhood. It's kind of based on the Garden City. It's kind of Garden City / Le Corbusier inspired. Le Corbusier was a famous architect that believed that there should be kind of these blocks buildings. Paul Fleiger, thank you so much. Paul Fleiger. Paul, thank you so much. Another sponsor to this video. Leslie's getting emotional seeing all the scenes. Me too. I just love taking this bus tour. If you haven't seen my videos, check out my last year bus tour of Rome. As you're feeling about New York, I feel it as well, but for Rome, it was very magical to me because it was the first time doing that bus tour in Rome. Steam. Eileen's cheesecake is one of the best cheesecake Stephanie's. I'm glad you mentioned it. So, best cheesecake, Junior's is one great cheesecake, and the second best is Eileen's. And a pretty close third is Martha's Country's Bakery in Williamsburg and Astoria. Am I First Avenue? Oh, yes, I am. Am I attending any events tomorrow? No. Tomorrow I am working at home. Are places to there are places to eat late at night? Yes. For a while, they were closing very early, but it seems now we're veering towards going late night eating again. Mahmoud's, I'm shocked that's closing at 10, but you're starting to see more and more restaurants starting to stay open until 11. And if you want to really eat even later than that, you will have to go to a pizzeria. And there's many other great pizzerias. There might be a few great taquerias as well, and maybe even a few bars that sell food. Generally, in New York City, you can eat pretty late. There are places generally that are open even till midnight and even later. There's a few like secret places that people go to eat like dinner at like 2 a.m. But that's not the case because of the pandemic. Greenwich Village, no longer. We just are passing through Peter Cooper Village. So Peter Cooper Village, we're passing through the east side of Manhattan, nearing the end of our tour. I'm in Kips Bay, yep. So we already passed Peter Cooper, so we're in Kips Bay, yep. We're gonna pass Bellevue soon. It's 2 a.m. in Belgium. Ooh, you're watching late. Linda, glad you're tuning in. Nice to see you again. So here's Bellevue Hospital. Historic Bellevue. If I missed any comments, feel free to ask. Okay? Try my best to get to all the questions. Dave, Blue Ribbon Bracery in Soho used to be served dinner until 4 a.m. Yep, that's the one I'm referencing. With $40, 307 people have enjoyed this tour. Indeed they have. Indeed they have persevered. So I'm glad people are enjoying it. Almost over. I can eat soon. Jackie, me too. Me too, Jackie. You mentioned Delancey Street. Do you know any movies, the movie named Crossing Delancey? I've never seen that movie. I don't know what it's about. That's a great question. Phyllis, great question. If anyone's seen Crossing Delancey, let me know about it. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I think the actress was Deborah Winger. Very good movie. Oh, cool. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Where do people park? On the street. Yep. There's parking everywhere on the side streets. Generally, we're passing through avenues, but on the side streets. Ooh, $5 super chat by Susie. Susie Q. I love your name. Here we're passing through the medical facility neighborhood. Susie, thank you so much. I appreciate it. New sponsor to this video. Ooh, it's too shaky. So there we're seeing the East River. Sweet Green. I think they're open usually until 10 p.m. A truck that's annoying. Omar, yeah, One Vanderbilt. A lot of people are loving One Vanderbilt. Is it getting some press, or there have been videos about it? Because I've been getting a lot of comments, and people are like, "Ooh, One Vanderbilt." Definitely, let me know because I didn't know it was such a popular building. Have I toured Roosevelt Island? Yes, on Facebook you'll find those videos. Not briefly, I did on a YouTube video about last week, the one I took the ferry from Queensboro Bridge. Check that out. Here we have the magnificent views of Long Island City and the Pepsi Cola sign dating back to the 1940s. It's the only neon sign that's landmarked in New York City. It's an icon. It used to be there because the Pepsi Cola bottling plant was in Long Island City. Walking commuter. Ha, should have looked out my window. Walking commuter. Oh, cool. Another walker YouTuber tuning in. I'm so glad. We have 4K Wanderer, we have Walking Commuter. Now we need Action Kid and Walk, Ride, Fly to tune in. Cool. Or do you live in this area? Gotta run, but I'm leaving a thumbs up. Oh, thank you, Mons. I appreciate it. The UN building. Yeah, the UN building is right there. It's pretty dark, but yeah, it's right there. Classic international style building. Ryan Serhan is selling apartments there. I wouldn't deny it. I really like his videos. He does make some great real estate videos. Thank you, so awesome. Oh, my pleasure, JR. We're nearing an end, so if you have any last remaining questions about New York, if any way I can help you to know anything or figure out anything about New York City or generally in the US, please let me know for the last 10 minutes. 42nd Street and these last 10 minutes actually are going to be pretty epic. So we're passing through Tudor City. Tudor City is a very insular neighborhood here in New York City. It's kind of a little secret neighborhood in New York City. For one reason, it's kind of a little bit elevated from the rest of the city. New York City should have hired you. Yeah, they should have. I didn't even get to the top 15 for the New York City ambassador. They picked top 15. I didn't even get top 15. I'm a little bit sore about that, but you know. It's all good. It wasn't meant to be. Here is the Chrysler Building. Look at that gorgeousness. One of my favorite skyscraper in New York City, personally. It's such a classic Art Deco skyscraper. And Art Deco is iconic New York style. So, you know, we associate, of course, Romanesque and columns with Rome/Greece. We associate this kind of Baroque style, this kind of mansard roofs with Paris, and the Gothic style more with England. But when you look at Art Deco, that's New York, ladies and gentlemen. My son lives in Tudor City. Scott says, I'm number one with us. Oh, I'm glad. That's good to hear. Thank you. The News Building right here, Daily Planet. That's where Superman works. And One Vanderbilt is right behind the, yes, One Vanderbilt. So One Vanderbilt is interesting because you see the Chrysler Building. One Vanderbilt is shaped in homage to the setback architecture of the 1920s and 30s and 40s. So a lot of buildings had to build with setbacks because they didn't want huge looming shadows in streets. So it kind of has this wedding cake style. Some people call it ziggurat style. And the one Vanderbilt is a direct homage to it. And it kind of has the same shape as the Chrysler / Empire State Building, except more modern. Whoa. Across the street was the Ford building. Yeah, it was shrouded in darkness, but great place. I actually did a Facebook video on it. Check that out. Gay, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate it. Happy to see the city so lively. Pix 11 News is also here. Yeah. Are you willing to take the Amtrak somewhere one day? Maybe, Adam. Maybe I'm getting a little bit more comfortable spending times in trains. So yeah, maybe. I'm a little bit tempted to do some traveling. I don't know. I really want to go England, but depending how long that'll take, then maybe I'll do some nearby cities in the U.S. In honor of Stephanie and that saxophone musician playing, here's one Vanderbilt, and boom. Look at that. Grand Central Terminal. England is open to U.S. citizens? Oh, I hope so, because I'm going to be there as soon as possible. Hey, let me know what you recommend on the Amtrak. What's the temperature now? About 59, 58 degrees. Cipriani's, yes, we passed Cipriani's building, a very historic building. I actually went inside one day. A fellow urbanist watches my videos who works at Cipriani's, and she took me inside. It was really cool. It was a personal tour, very spontaneous. I photographed when that was a deep hole. Yes, one of the deepest train stations in the world are going to be right here. Ever happen upon a crime being committed and catch on camera? No, U.S. militia, that hasn't happened. Not something obvious, at least. You know, misdemeanors, of course, you know, naturally, while walking, you'll see someone jaywalk or honk the horn. I saw a little car crash once on live video. It happened actually like a month ago. Nothing severe, but I never seen any type of crime, and luckily not. So I'm very grateful that hasn't happened, either in live video or even in my personal life. And nor do I care to see one. How much was the ticket? It was $29 ticket price, plus taxes, plus service fee. So I paid a total of $40. $40. Gay, thank you so much again for the stars. Oh, bummer. Understand though. Janice says, stay safe. Yeah, indeed. Manhattan Library. Yes, this is the New York Public Library main branch. And Bryant Park, we're gonna pass by again soon. Yeah, JR. New York City's empty. Yeah, in this area, it's no tourists, so you're gonna see this area very empty. As we saw, the East Village was quite the opposite. Remember, news stations are going to show you the places that are empty, which tend to be the office/tourist places. Adam, have I walked inside the library? Yes. There's actually a video, 360 video on my YouTube channel. Go back, I posted it like 3 years ago, and I got full access to the library while it was empty. Are those tourists? No, I think almost everyone here is a local. Someone who lives here. Greg, man, you get around. I do. This is why I love, this types of form of transportation. I just love seeing huge swaths of the city very easily. have ever seen the movie The Day After Tomorrow? I love The Day After Tomorrow, Jackie. Love it. And I'm glad you mentioned that because Day After Tomorrow, Jake Gyllenhaal's character takes shelter right there in the New York Public Library, and there's like a massive ship in the film that swims in, that sails in to the streets. It's kind of freaky. It's a really awesome movie. One of the best movies that takes place in New York City, in my opinion. Thank you for reminding us. I love Independence Day as well. I love those movies. Dennis, no politics, please. There's a lot of other great channels you can talk about politics and current news, but not here. Here's all about history, food, and culture. Times Square in the 80s was crazy. I can imagine. And I actually wish I could go back because I would love to see the arcades of Times Square in the 1970s and the early 80s. So everyone, we're coming to an end. Just a few more blocks. Here's 42nd Street, the New Amsterdam Theater, the Haunted Theater of New York. And this deserves widescreen. Whoa. The crossroads of the world, that's right, B. Griffin, the Great White Way. Why is Times Square popping? I am actually surprised it's popping, to be honest. It was very empty before. But I think a lot of people, since they, there's not nightclubs, there isn't that many bars open. A cool free thing to do is to just come and hang out in Times Square. So I think a lot of locals are getting reacquainted with their city. And we're stopping here. Yeah, we are. The bus looks 100 feet long. It's because of the camera. Here's a more accurate image. All right, I think we can get off. Maybe.
Maybe these things are tied up. Watch your step. No. Mom, if you fall, you have to.
Have a good night. So here is the Top View bus. Look at that. So this is what we rode. Top View, $40 if you buy online. I think if you buy in person, you might save like a few dollars, but depends. So online, usually I get the best, have experience of getting the best price. Bus driver was really cool. And we have reached our destination. $40 is a good price. I really did enjoy that trip. I think it's worth it to get really acquainted with the city. Obviously, if you're with a family, it might start getting very expensive, but kids are half price pretty much. And yeah, highly recommend it. I really enjoyed it. Had a blast. I hope you did too, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. We have so many people tuning in. If you left a super chat or a PayPal or stars in this broadcast or have been supporting, or a patron, this videos are sponsored by you. This one's sponsored by you. Thank you so much for supporting this show so I can keep showing you cities all around the world. And you can follow me also on Instagram, Urbanist Live, and you can follow me also on TikTok at Ariel Vieira. Everyone, so awesome. So many people are tuning in. Keep being awesome. And always always keep on exploring. Have a great day, everyone. Bye.